Don't hold back. We love feedback. Give us feedback.
You can take the children, but you leave me my monkey.
You can't silence the truth. It only makes it louder.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh, hi there. My name is Prostetnik Vogon Jeffs, and I make videos about movies. Most of the time I focus on one movie in particular. I do a lengthy recap, I give you my opinion. Sometimes the videos are funny, and sometimes my jokes fall completely flat. It's a work in progress, people. Give me a damn break already. Anywho, I had every intention of making this video about Michael, the new Antoine Fuqua. That's a great name. Antoine Fuqua Michael Jackson biopic. But then my previous video got demonetized by a company called Lionsgate. What does that have to do with anything, you ask? Well, it turns out that Michael was produced and distributed by none other than Lionsgate. And I'll be damned if I'm going to work for 2 weeks straight just to have some Hollywood production company come in and claim the revenue from my videos. I mean, I guess the $370+ million these twats made from Michael isn't enough. They gotta squeeze a small-time video reviewer for $15, otherwise one of their executives will be one bump shy of a nose avalanche. I don't even know what that means. It made sense in my head. It was a Coke joke.
What's it do?
It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Completely flat, not even remotely funny. You know what is funny? Michael. Okay, fine, screw it. I'm still gonna review it. I'm just not gonna give it the full video treatment. So you know what that means? It's time for... Alright, now, is my Lionsgate rage going to negatively affect my opinion on Michael? No, because I am a skeleton of integrity.
That's bullshit. This is a Canadian trick.
And because I kinda have the same level of disdain for every corporate slop production company.
I don't give a shit. I don't give two shit. I don't even give three.
They all suck, but sometimes they produce a half-decent flick, and it's important to objectively recognize it when they do. That being said, Michael is not one of them.
In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser.
Don't get me wrong, I don't hate the movie. I'm just not terribly impressed by it.
Please try harder.
It's perfectly serviceable and there are some commendable performances, and anything that features a bunch of Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson hits gets a thumbs up from me. Man, I idolized that dude when I was a kid. I just can't get past the goofiness of the whole thing. Yeah, Michael was a pretty goofy guy, I get it. Making a serious biopic about a grown-ass man with a pet monkey named Bubbles is no easy task, I'm sure.
You want some ice cream? Okay, but then I've got to go to work.
But the whole thing felt awkward. I've been having a hard time putting my finger on it. You know, something just didn't sit right with me for the entire runtime. It felt like a cross between a heartfelt tribute and an unintentional lampooning. And it's so derivative and formulaic, to the point that it felt like a spiritual sequel to Walk Hard.
Well, my mother liked it a whole lot.
Your mother was wrong.
So I'm giving it a and there's nothing you can say to change my mind.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Oh, okay, well I guess we should back up a second. You know, I get that not everyone watches every single one of my videos.
What? Why?
So before we move on to our next review, here's a brief overview of how the Maniac movie score works. I work on a 0 through 9 scale for the sole purpose of being difficult. It's the exact same as a 1 through 10 scale, and I'll go below 0 and above 9 whenever I friggin' feel like it. My show, my scoring system, my call. I use 3 categories to judge a film, with each category consisting of 3 questions, each worth 1 point. The first category is technical proficiency, and these are the 3 questions I ask myself. This section revolves around the overall production values of a film, the audio-visual elements, along with the performances. The second category is all about storytelling. Does the plot work? Are the characters well developed? Does the story have an appropriate flow? That kind of stuff. The final category is all about personal preference. Honestly, all of it is about personal preference, but I try to be more objective with the first 2 categories. This last one is all about my perception of the movie. Did it feel fresh? Was I satisfied with its story? And the most important question of all, did I enjoy it? No, I did not. What a goddamn mess of a movie. A protagonist I couldn't care less about, a laughably bad antagonist ripped from Mad Max fanfiction, a jarring and overbearing soundtrack that more often than not works against the film, special effects that get progressively worse, and plot holes so big you could drive a space bus through them.
Stop, you're hurting my head.
The fact that James Gunn and his new DCU cohorts thought this was the appropriate follow-up to Superman is absolutely insane. insane. And whoa, no. It looks like I'm a misogynist for not liking an aggressively subpar and unoriginal superhero movie. Written by an inexperienced writer for an audience that doesn't exist. Directed by someone trying to emulate James Gunn. The new Superman was a 5 out of 9 for me. Not awful, but certainly not great. Right down the middle. This is much worse. And unfortunately, it never hits that so bad it's good territory. It's just bland and pointless superhero slop.
Touché.
I am so tired of this new cinematic universe already. What an exhausting watch. Quick, think of a show you watched a few years ago. Not one that you loved, but one that you were kind of invested in for a season and then gave up on out of pure apathy. Now, I want you to picture the people behind that show putting out a movie. Like a movie that kind of feels like a beat-for-beat continuation of said show, but also like it very well could have been just a few unaired episodes that were mashed together and thrown out to die in theaters.
Now for the bad news.
That's The Mandalorian and Grogu. A cliche-ridden, benzo-infused romp through a goofy fan service space opera for the half-dozen diehards who haven't given up on this franchise yet.
Messy. Very messy.
Now, to be fair, I wasn't really dialed in when I was watching this. I was about as excited to watch it as Sigourney Weaver was to act in it.
What's your status, Mando?
I mean, seriously, whatever they were paying her for this clearly wasn't enough to make her look like she wanted to be there.
Nobody cares. These movies are terrible.
Now, I loved the original Star Wars trilogy. When the prequels came out, I loved the franchise a little less. And when the sequels came out, I gave up on it completely.
There comes a time where we all have to say goodbye.
I've tried on a number of occasions to get back into the world of Star Wars, but I can't do it.
This is the way.
It's lost its magic, and I just can't be bothered to care about it. So maybe that's why I didn't like this one. But also, maybe it wasn't a very good movie.
I'm an independent contractor.
Sure, Mando. Sure you are.
Oh boy, yowza. Okay, it's a visual feast that's more concerned with inserting Easter eggs and references than having a coherent plot and developing its characters.
It's trash.
And hey, you might be the type of fair-weather film nerd to excuse this because it's just a silly movie for kids. Bitch, please. There is no argument lazier than saying, oh, it's allowed to be mediocre or bad or whatever because of the audience to which it is targeted.
What are you talking about?
If that's the kind of retardation you're bringing to the table, then no dinner for you. Straight to bed. And I'm not even saying it was terrible, it was fine. Ish. The first one is definitely better. I mean, if you're a kid or a fan of Nintendo stuff, you're probably gonna dig it more than someone who isn't one of those two things. I don't know. Is it Spielberg's best movie? God, no. Is it a good movie? Again, no, not really. It's convoluted and thematically disjointed, the casting is questionable, and it just doesn't have the charm or proficiency that a lot of Spielberg's movies have.
It's gibberish, I can't understand it.
Is it as bad as people have made it out to be? Is it a sign that Spielberg has lost his magic and needs to retire? Well, personally, I don't think so. Spielberg has made a lot of classics, but he's not perfect. He puts out a stinker every now and then. And I think Disclosure Day is a victim of expectations. I think a lot of people wanted it to be something more than it is. The Spielberg fans wanted a great movie. The Alien enthusiasts wanted something to affirm their beliefs.
People are starved for the truth.
And it failed on both accounts, I mean, look, I'm not trying to defend it. It's not a very good movie, but it's not the worst movie either.
Well, I guess that's one way of putting it.
If it didn't have the hype behind it, it would have come and gone without much disdain or adulation. But regardless, the ending is complete bullshit. I couldn't even make it through this one. I was bored out of my mind within the first few minutes.
We know! I know! She knows!
I know.
We know! We know!
A CNN pundit shows up to reinforce what a lot of us already know. That people you see on network news are just attention-seeking whores who weren't good enough to make it in show business. And then we got Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese makes a cameo, and Jonah Hill is Jonah Hill.
I hate that you're being put through this. I just hate it when you're sad.
That alone was enough to turn me off of this one. I have a very strong dislike for that guy as an actor and, probably as a person too.
I accept that. I do, I accept it.
As a director, No thank you. The movie looks like shit.
Yeah.
Visually unappealing to me. I mean, Jesus, Scorsese has the balls to complain about superheroes not being real movies, but then shows up in unmitigated garbage like this.
I really don't know. I don't know what's right or wrong in this situation.
What a douche. I turned this crap off after 30 minutes, which was 20 some odd minutes more attention than it deserved. Maybe it gets better after that, but I doubt it. I'm just gonna take a wild shot in the dark on this one and give it a... And something tells me I'm pretty spot on with that one.
I've accepted that. I hope you can too one day.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I pressed play, I realized I've got John Cena fatigue, I pressed stop. Just for shits and giggles, let's give this a... and see who loses their mind in the comments.
You don't like it?
Okay, listen, I get it, I hear you. Through the magic of internet telepathy, I hear you. No, not every movie this year has been a complete disappointment. I'm not a negative Nancy about every movie I watch. Case in point...
Get over here!
I had fun! Johnny Cage doesn't feel right.
Well, what did I do?
I love Carl, but he wasn't right for the role. And Baraka is a joke. Really, there are a lot of things that can be nitpicked. But overall, it was a pretty fun ride. I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's good.
And I'm okay with that.
But it feels like a movie made by people that have a pretty decent understanding of the franchise. Some of the fights could have been a bit faster and hit a bit harder. Some of the effects could have been a bit better. Sure. But I thought Kano was hilarious, and I have a hard time hating anything with Hiroyuki Sanada.
You dickheads in or what? Let's fucking go.
Loved it. Oh my god, Kane Parsons knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm only peripherally aware of the Backrooms in its YouTube incarnation. I think I may have seen bits and pieces of his videos or seen other people talk about bits and pieces, but it was just never something I got into, which is kind of surprising because I love the idea of liminal spaces. One of my favorite books is House of Leaves, which covers a lot of similar ground and feels like it was an inspiration for the concept of the Backrooms. This feature film version is brilliant, and the movie is a compelling watch. It's a clever examination of the subconscious mind and mental trauma. Don't worry, it's done in a way that won't make your eyes roll out of your skull. I'll probably end up making a video for Backrooms when I get my hands on a digital copy. I don't want to spoil anything here because it's a movie that deserves your time, attention, and financial support. Go check it out while it's still in theaters. One thing I will say is that... oh, okay, hold on. Earmuffs! Okay, one thing I will say is that the ending is borderline nonsense. I'm still tossing it around in my head. It works thematically, but it's also a total WTF is this moment. Now, I mean, it's an A24 movie, so, obviously. Anyway, seriously, go check it out. And while you're at it, go watch Obsession. I know, it's made a ton of money. It's put every other movie released this year to shame, financially speaking. But also, in terms of quality. Holy shit. I'm still reeling from this one. Impeccable horror with a succinct and powerful commentary on desire and consent, coupled with pitch-perfect humor and standout performances. Again, I'll probably end up making a video for this one when it leaves theaters and hits VOD. Or the open seas. I love movies. I love horror movies. But I'll be honest, it has been very rare that I watch something that makes me genuinely excited, that makes me feel like I'm experiencing something truly magical. Obsession did that for me. When the Ramones hit the music scene back in the 70s, their mix of simple, straightforward arrangements and frenetic Beach Boys-inspired rock and roll inspired thousands upon thousands of garage bands across the world. That's what Obsession feels like to me. I have a feeling it's going to be the Ramones of modern cinema, a production that feels simple and complex in all the right ways. A movie that can motivate other young writers and directors and actors to pursue a similar passion. It is hands down my favorite movie of the year. Maybe I'll change my mind after a second and third viewing, but for now, I'm giving it a... It's a film that gives me hope for the future of movie making. This one, on the other hand, had the exact opposite effect. I'm not going to taint the rest of the video by talking about it. Rest assured, it is profoundly awful, and I will be covering it in the near future.
I have one question, and that question is, what about Napopo?
Earlier this year, I mentioned that I was going to be working on another documentary-style series, a follow-up to my horror business series from last fall. I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and there was a general consensus that most folks want something that tackles a different kind of horror. So, over the next few months, I'm going to be publishing a 9-part doc that focuses on propaganda in film, which I have tentatively titled... It's a fairly big undertaking for the channel, and I hope you guys like it. And don't worry, I'm going to be breaking it up a bit with some viewer requests from the bucket. I'll be returning to Animal Farm in its many forms near the end of the series. Oh, hey man, I was wondering what happened to you. Oh yeah? Yeah, I was getting worried. Really? Worried, eh? Hey, what's going on, man? Do you have a problem? No, it's just you say you were worried about me, but I kinda think that's a load of bull. If you were really worried, you probably would have visited me in the hospital. Hospital? What hospital were you? The space hospital. It's a thing. Anyway, it's fine. I'm better now. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear. And I couldn't help but overhear, but it sounds like you've got a lot on your plate. I'm sorry? You know, with the Propagandoc. Right, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. Maybe you should let me help you. Oh, yeah. Is that something that you want to do? Well, it sounds like you need the help. Maybe I should review some movies. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. That would be great. But you're going to have to do something about that sweater. Well, what's wrong with my sweater? Well, it clashes with the seats. You need to wear something that pops out a bit. I'm sorry, what was that? I said, okay, Martha. Jeez. Let me go change my sweater.
I do this for you. Until you learn to do it for yourself.
You don't want this. Get out of here.
I think I kind of want it.
Okay, but just this once. Come on in.